Welcome to part 3 of words of warning for what lies ahead. And I've been warning the unruly, and I've been them that sin, rebuke before all, and I am rebuking this false prophet before all, that others may see and hear, as it is written. Now, you want to come to me and show me scriptures that tells me that a prophet does not have that authority? We'll talk. But it better be from the King James Bible, and don't come at me saying they changed the Word of God. Because if you do, or that God himself breaks his own word, you're going to eat them words right along with the plagues of that Bible. You and your family. Now, I don't have time to pamper you or babysit you or all that. Tribulation is getting ready to start, and the church needs to be ready. Kumbaya with the world is over. You got that? No more. You get caught now doing it, you just gone. Stay out of the world, stay in the Word. Let's get on into this.
They didn't look like them, sound like them, talk like them. And they had to be saved like them. And no one could dare understand.
Salvation is different for each of us because it's on an individual level. Don't let these people trick you into not seeking your own walk with Jesus because you're afraid of being religious. That is not religious. But you do have to do things the way the Word tells you to do them. That is called obedience. And obedience is better than sacrifice.
When people, not many, you could. Those that watch these kind of broadcasts surely could. But religion never could. And religion fears the prophetic word because it's uncontrollable. And the prophetic word comes.
God controls
and it's
the
just
prophetic
like this.
word. Jesus
now,
himself.
I'm going to say this, and this is not a message. All I'm led to do is tell you a few prophetic things like that. And if you want to hear it, I'll say it. If you don't want to hear it, I'll say it anyway. Because I got to. You just have to. I mean, what are you going to do? I gave a word to some politicians the other night.
A prophet is to be apt to speak whatever God commands a prophet to speak, even if it be the Word of God. Just saying.
And you just have to say it. But I'm going to tell you this, that the Lord had told me a long time ago. Now, I want you to listen to this because I've got to say this. It's like the message has been preached. I had a whole message. But there's no reason to open that because it's just not right. That was right. But I want to encourage you.
No, that's not right. That is not right. The Word will come also. God will also send His Word. He's not going to let the people go home hungry, lest they faint by the way. He's going to feed them. Because he knows some of them only come once a week, if that. It's going to be a long starvation for them. If they don't never open their Bible.
about something, and I want you to listen to it. People say, well, you know, brother, well, you know, brother. Yeah, I know some things. It's an amazing thing that a while back the Lord had told me I saw 2 leather rings, and I've told this before places.
Oh, I love this.
And it was a night dream, vision, whatever it was. I saw these 2 leather rings. They were just leather, which represents pride. And they were like fastened to a wall, a post. And I saw Joe Biden in one.
Just
and the
keep
other was
listening,
empty.
Trump-a-mites. Don't give up yet.
And I heard the jackal say, by God, now there's only one president.
He heard a jackal say that. What the heck is he talking about? Anybody know what he's talking about? I don't recall reading that in the Word of God.
And so I went in the Spirit praying. And I saw my staff. And it went up in the air. It went over there and slid down in that other unoccupied leather ring, which the Lord said belongs to Donald Trump.
Okay, now that and I gotta agree with. Not the staff. That's a mini-me staff. I was trying not to mock the staff, y'all. I really was. I've got one. It looks nothing like that, but I got one. I've got 2, in fact, actually, that the Lord gave me. For 2 different times of going to the mountains for Him. He gave me a staff 2 different times. But anyways, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, right? But anyways, what he just said about Donald Trump being in the other ring, it's absolutely true. He's coming back.
And he wasn't in it.
Oh, don't give me that crap about him being indicted. That was funny, wasn't it? That was a hoot. Like that ain't gonna disappear in a short enough time. It's all bull hockey. Like the Euphrates River, it's gonna dry up. most of the Euphrates done already has. Just a little bit more of it to go. We're getting there. Don't get in a hurry. Keep your bloomers on.
But my staff went in it. And I'm just
Now
looking
listen
at that.
to
Now,
this.
can
I
you
love
tell
listening.
already I'm seeing something that's not natural? I'm sure you go to bed every night thinking about 2 leather rings, 2 guys, and a staff. And so it sat down in that ring. And the Lord said, now the prophets will hold that until He returns. Now, I want to ask you something, and I want you to listen to this real close. And I want this to settle something in your mind, because
The prophets will hold that till He returns.
God has not forgotten.
Are you understanding what He's saying here? He's trying to make it look like Donald Trump is being set in by the prophets. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not setting Donald Trump in as God's man, but I'm telling you as a prophet that Donald Trump is going to return as the president, because he's supposed to. He has to finish what he started. So, he's got to come back in. And now is the time. No, I'm not setting him in as one of God's prophets. I am not setting him in. That's not my place. Because God already has chosen this. God had a righteous branch. But the world chooses this way. So, we're going this way.
You. He hasn't forgotten us. When Samuel went to anoint, he anointed Saul.
Yeah.
Now, I can't get
Now,
into this right now, but maybe soon I
He
can.
bends and twists the word
But
of God.
Samuel went to anoint Saul. He anointed him king of Israel. But then Saul constantly rebelled. Constantly he did it. Until the day came, Samuel approached Saul. The prophet did. And he looked at him and he told him, he said, today your kingdom has been taken from you and given to a neighbor better than you. He didn't say next week, next year, next decade. He said, today it's over.
Oh, Lord, is Robin going to be the one going to go up there and tell Body Boy that you stripped him of his kingdom? Oh, I'd like to see that. Would I be allowed to see that, Lord? If you're going to send, allow, not send, but allow old Robbie Boy to go, I'd like to get to see that, if I may. It's going to be a hoot, Jesus. It's going to be a hoot. Anyways, getting on into this.
Saul
and yes, I am prone to
leaped
talking
from
to
his
Jesus
position and grabbed hold of Samuel's
he's my best
tallit,
friend.
and he ripped it.
And he and I had that kind of relationship.
And Samuel turned around and looked at him. And he said, the Lord has rent the kingdom from your hands today and given it to a neighbor better than you. There was a manifestation in the spirit. When he tore the tallit, Samuel took it as a prophetic thing.
Yeah, it was a sign.
Jeremiah made a yoke and put it on his neck.
Yep.
And used leather like he was bound to the yoke. And he came in telling all the people of Israel in Zedekiah's day, said, you're going into bondage. And the yoke represented another prophet took it off of his neck and broke it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Tried to repeat
And
what he was saying.
gave a prophetic word.
Prophet of Baal.
More or less told Jeremiah he was a liar.
Yeah. But he wasn't, was he?
He was dead in 2 months.
See?
The Lord told him, said, because you...
I told y'all, don't come against me on this stuff. Don't come against me on this stuff. You don't want to be on the wrong side of prophecy. Now, those of you that don't know me and don't know what I look like and whatnot, you're going to have a hard time discerning between me and him, probably. But them that know me know how I've been living. You know how I stand on the hair and so forth like that, makeup, all that junk. Don't think he ain't wearing.
You lied on the word of the Lord.
Why does he keep looking off that over there toward his wife?
He was dead in 2 months. Now I want to ask you something, and I want you to really think about this a minute. So Samuel goes to Saul. He says, today your kingdom's taken from you. When he ripped the prophet. He tore the prophet's mantle. And he said, today it's been taken from you. Your domain is no longer yours.
I will see you in the next part.